Dabu 7. As you can see here in these images, the smoke has returned from the wildfires out of Canada. And this is a toxic smoke that is very unhealthy for many people. And whenever you're in an area that looks like this, when it normally looks like this on the right, you know it's pretty bad. Now, New York is putting out new alerts stating that they believe that this air quality index is going to go to like the 230s, 240s. We're already seeing that in some areas. Take you over here to airnow.gov. And this is looking at some of the worst places. This is around Pittsburgh. And we're talking 233 on the readings. 232. Very unhealthy. That's around Beaver Falls. And this is all over the place. This plume has dipped down out of Canada throughout the Midwest, back out here. You can see just how bad it is in this region. All around the Great Lakes, Indiana, Ohio, even down here into Kentucky. When we look out toward the mountains, you can barely see the first set of mountains. Anything past it is out of sight. You can't see. The visibility is gone. So this is a twofold kind of threat here for anyone out there flying or traveling that needs good sight. Know that the smoke is messing with some things. Here we got an unhealthy 196. And this whole region just blanketed in this toxic, very unhealthy smoke. Is up in Canada. You can see in some of these places where the fires are at, but even up in Canada, they have nowhere near the health alerts that we have down here in the United States. Back out all the way, you can see where all these fires are lit up in these regions. But again, the severity is down here in the U.S. So for sensitive groups, people out there that could be affected by this, a heads up. I'm going to leave links below. Join me on the live stream. Going live Monday and Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern on Dabu 777, talking about this and a whole lot more in greater detail. This has been Dabu 7.
The Lord is straight up plaguing this damn place, man. The plagues ain't slacking. Hey, the water, Yahweh Shai. All right, Shalom. All glorification, honor, and praise is due unto Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors always going out to the venerable apostles of the great millstone, along with the bishops and Zaquanyam, who rule and teach the church well, because that's what they do. And salutations to you, Akim, out there fighting the good fight of faith on the four corners of the earth, out on the highways and byways. All right, those of you preaching, teaching, and prophesying the right way. All right, waking up the lost sheep of the house of Israel. On down to all those among Israel who have believed our report, the men, women, and children believers, the friends and helps of the prophets. Okay, they too are going to be delivered out of this coming destruction, and that's what's coming to Babylon the Great. And the Lord is just jacking this damn place up, man. I mean, it's on a daily basis. It's like you can't keep up. You know, you cannot keep up. Now, this was, obviously Dabu going in on this so-called toxic wildfire smoke. These aren't wildfires. Esau, all right, beginning with his elites, the Jewish international banking families, they have direct energy weaponry. Okay, we know through their HARP technology they can manipulate the weather. Okay, and this is a straight up attack, man. This is an attack on the people, man. All right, Esau is seeking to rid the earth of you Israelites primarily. All right, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. All right, along with those of you mingled among the heathen, the speckled birds, man, Israelite foreigners. All right, those of you he doesn't. And those of you he doesn't get rid of, okay, he's gonna preserve you when you bend your knee and take that mark, man. When you worship the beast in his image, and receive that charagma in your right hand or your left hand or your forehead. He wants to, he's gonna turn you into a cyborg, man. This madman is all about transhumanism. When he's setting up a digital. He's pushing forth a digital form of slavery. That's what he's got in mind for you people, man. Okay, well, you have absolutely zero say. All right, gone are the days when you can kind of do, your own thing, so to speak. When you can run a business or start, be an entrepreneur. That those days are gone, man. Those days are gone for everybody. Donald Trump, DJ Trump ain't coming back to make this place great again. This place is, this place is being plagued. Slocky, I don't know what that was all about. This place is being plagued. All right. I mean, you got, Slocky, I don't know what my phone was doing. Hang on just a second. Yeah, Slocky, I had to pause it. Our phone was flaking out. But yeah, man, bottom line is, the Lord, he's plaguing this place like he did in the ancient world, man, when he sent the plagues on Egypt and Pharaoh, which, Esau is the modern day Pharaoh. Okay. And this is spiritual Egypt we're in, all right? America. All right. And, they're just, I mean, like I said, it's like to the point where, it's, it's hard to keep up with everything that's going on, but through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, brothers go in every day, man. Every day, brothers be speaking on these things, especially the prophecies. We are commanded to be occupied in them. Let me get that. It's all about prophecy. It's all at this point. It's all about prophecy. What is that? Ecclesiastes, chapter 39 and verse 1. All right, this is the book of Ecclesiastes or Sirach, the 39th chapter and the first verse. But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High, all right, the only ones doing that are the elect, 144,000. All right, his servants, the prophets, okay? And is occupied in the meditation thereof, will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient and be occupied in prophecies. So we're talking about the plagues that are going to come on this spiritual Egypt that are already coming. Again, just this ain't regular wildfire smoke. All right, this is a chemical attack. All right, and it's hitting like places like Chicago, certain cities in Ohio, Pennsylvania, big metropolitan, areas. Esau is, and he's been constantly, and that fucking demon, William, the Duke William Gates, he's talking about, that devil's been talking about blotting out the sun, man. They trying to cut off the seed of Israel. But that's not gonna happen, man. You ain't gonna prevent the sun from shining or ridding the stars and moon from the sky. Goddamn devils, man. Moab's over there talking about it too. The so-called Chinese. He's crazy as hell too. All right, but this is they poisoning you, man. They've been spraying barium and aluminum out of airplanes for fucking years. They're on record, going into that. The food is tainted. The crops are failing. And it's all prophecy. And at the end of the day, we talk about the elites and all this technology that they utilize on the left-hand side. But at the end of the day, it's Yahweh Bashem Yahushua who's plaguing this place, man. And the prophets, we're the ones talking about it, and primarily the men of great millstone and us like-minded men, and who are coming in the right spirit, DTA, the men of valor, etc. All right, let me get some scriptures. You got you got malaria breaking out in Florida and Texas. They're getting ready to shut this, the grid down. Okay, that's gonna lead to chaos, man, and that's Esau's whole thing right now, because he needs to create a massive amount of chaos, right, to get the people in an uproar. Okay, so they'll beg and plead for a fix, for a way out, and that's gonna be that CHIP. All right, for those of you camps who ain't going into it, man, the Most High is gonna fucking destroy you. You ain't warning the lambs of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. The blood. Oh, let's get that. And this is really impromptu, so Salaki. But the book, and I'm I'm kind of under the weather. I just got off work. It's like 4:45 in the morning. All right, today is Thursday, June the 29th. Like I've mentioned the past few weeks, it's hard for me to keep up with the days. It's early Thursday morning here at FEMA Region number 4. All right, and I'm a little under the weather, so forgive me, my voice. I gotta go get some vitamin C, and I'm just feeling a little weak, a little under the weather, but no big deal. But yeah, let's get that in what is that, Ezekiel? This is Ezekiel chapter 3 and verse 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. That's what we are. My Hebrew name Shamar means watchman. Watcher. We watching, man. We watching these elites. We know what they're up to. We're not ignorant of Satan's devices. We're watching them. All right, we're watching these false camps out here. We're watching them. To see commenting on their madness. Again, like you got camps out here not teaching in the name of the Lord, not going into prophecy, not talking about the biggest prophecy on the table right now. I mean, a matter of life and death, and you got groups out here just sidestepping, dancing around it, So we obviously we watch the news. We keep our eye on the news. We're the watchmen the Lord has ordained, whether you like it or not. And we're up on our spiritual watchtowers, and we're and again, the things that we're bringing out this is for the children of Israel, man. Okay, the house of Israel, both kingdoms, northern and southern. Therefore, hear the word of my mouth and give them warning from me. So the warnings that are coming at you every day, constantly, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Those warnings are coming from the heavens, man, through our mouths. He's just using us to speak them. The prophets are back in the earth through the reincarnation or the regeneration. Going in. Okay. Verse 18. When I say Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 18. When I say unto the wicked, it's talking about the wicked of Israel, wicked men among Israel. Okay. Now the wicked is Esau, Edom. Okay, but there's also the 2/3 over here in Babylon. All right, who were wicked, man. All right, and one of the things we're doing when we do these lessons and we go out and teach is we're getting the blood off our hands, spiritually speaking. All right, hey, we got our own shit to carry in this life, man. We don't want y'all's blood on our hands, so we're warning you. When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way to save his life. The same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thine hand. That's right, man. So see, we gotta wash that off of us. All right, again, spiritually speaking. Okay? So we don't want that. We don't want that condemnation when the Lord comes back. We want to have clean hands. All right? It says, yet if thou warn the wicked, verse 19, and he turned not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity. But thou hast delivered thy soul. So how do you deliver your soul? By preaching this gospel, man, by warning the lambs of Yahweh Basham Shai, not by fleeing Babylon. I bring that up because GOCC used to have this goofy teaching, and I'm sure they don't teach it today, but they used to, where their leader, Rakar Shayar, he convinced many men and women in his congregation that they had to like physically hop a jet airliner and go into a foreign land. Oh, no, that's not going to save you. Yeah, but the bulk of the deliverance is going to come right here in Babylon. You don't think the Lord can protect you through Jacob's trouble? What the fuck, man? Anyway, so yeah, that's it on that. Let me get these prophecies, man, and these prophecies, are speaking so loud and clear right now. It's kind of hard to believe that Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 1. Take it from the top. I bring these scriptures out a lot. Almost every day. But that's just the thing, though. What it says in Sirach. Going back to Sirach 30, going back to Sirach the 39th chapter, we got to be occupied in these prophecies. This is what's on the table. This is what's important right now. All right, there's no, the only thing that matters right now is getting right with the Lord, repenting, okay, and fleeing the wrath to come, man. And that's done again by a spiritual disconnection from this beast, man. All right, Esau, all right, rules the beast, all right, through Babylon the Great, aka America, the NATO and the EU. Okay, you gotta, disconnect from this beast system, man. And again, it starts with repentance, coming back to the sheepfold and beginning to learn the scriptures and beginning to learn these laws, statutes, and commandments. You got much time left, man. These elites are about to do away with this internet. We ain't gonna have this much longer. Oh, you've been saying that for years. Yeah, we've been saying it for years, but guess what? It's getting ready to come to pass. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon a tower and will watch to see what he will say unto me and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables. All right. And that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time. And that's right now. Okay. Now is the appointed time. All right. It says, but at the end it shall speak and not lie, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. That's right. They're not tarrying no more. And these plagues ain't slacking, man. The Lord is sending plagues. He's going to, again, you got these toxic fumes, across the upper Midwest and the Atlantic, the North Atlantic. You got malaria. Hold on, let's see where you got a malaria outbreak. And they're getting ready to come with with a lockdown. They can pull a false flag. They can blow something up. They can, roll out another scamdemic, and or whatever, however they're gonna do it. And all hell's gonna break loose, But yeah, we don't the Lord gave us his internet as the Psalm, the 19th chapter talks about the internet. Yeah, the Bible talks about the internet. The Bible talks about everything. Anyway, we're not going to be preaching and teaching much longer. So, what was that? Yeah, malaria. Slocky. Like I said, I don't feel well. And, let's see. Malaria in the U.S. This should pull it up. But malaria is a highly contagious, this is a pestilence, a plague, man. This is off of, this is from 2 days ago. All right, June 27, 2023. Hopefully all these prophecies come to pass. It says, off the New York Times, U.S. sees first cases of local malaria transmission in 2 decades. Okay, so unprecedented things is going down in this place. The dollar collapsing. Again, these devils are up to a whole lot of wickedness. They've got a whole lot of nefarious plans that they are trying to implement. But yeah, the Lord is just straight up just bringing plagues on this earth. It says 5 people, 4 in Florida, 1 in Texas, have acquired malaria in the United States in recent months. So yeah, it says, oh well, that's not a big deal. Well, they can use this. Oh, I heard that this government just approved. I guess it was the I can't remember what organization, but anyways, they're fast tracking a goddamn gonorrhea vaccine, man. What the fuck? Well, yeah, that's because you fucking, especially 2/3 you degenerates. You're fucking sexual deviants, man. You're damn sodomites, you're perverts. Now, you Edomites, forget about it. Y'all are the biggest sexual deviants on the planet. Adulterers, sodomites. You fuck animals. You do all kinds of weird sex acts. But Jake's caught up in it too. So yeah, they got approval to fast track a damn gonorrhea. They probably take this video down for just saying the V word. But anyways, Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, this is off CNN. This is from a day ago. No, it's from June 27th as well. 2 days ago. All right, June 27th, 2023. Malaria cases in Florida, Texas are first U.S. spread in 20 years, CDC warns. All right. So they could, blame the martial law on, some kind of a medical emergency, just like they did in 2020. And we've been under martial. Actually, the U.S. has been under a form of martial law since 2001 when Amalek took out them twin towers, so he could go to war over there in the so-called Middle East. But this is going to be a hard, military style, like troops on your streets, can't go anywhere, lockdown. This next one is coming. 2020, you just got a taste of it, man. And they did that without even firing a shot at you. They just scared you people to death, man. You people, are easily manipulated because you have no faith, I go, of course, Esau don't believe in the Lord. He thinks he's God. He has a God complex, right? He thinks he's the Most High. You heathens don't have any faith. And hell, like I said, 2/3 of our own people don't got faith in the Lord. So you did exactly what you were fucking told because you love it here. You love spiritual Egypt. You love being, a fucking debt slave to Esau. As long as you have your fill of the bread and circus that he, presents to you, you're good, right? Well, you're gonna find out. Trusting in the shadow of Egypt, trusting this place, is gonna be to your shame, man. You're gonna be confounded and destroyed. The U.S. Centers for Disease Control. This is a plague, man. This is a plague, a pestilence. The U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention is warning doctors and public health officials about a handful of locally acquired cases of malaria. There hasn't been a case of malaria caught locally in the U.S. in 20 years. Typically, if Americans get sick with malaria, they've caught it while traveling overseas in areas where malaria is more common. Malaria is a disease spread when a female Anopheline mosquito feeds on a person with malaria and then feeds on another. The mosquito can be found in certain regions in the U.S., but malaria is still rare in the U.S. Worldwide, there are 240 million cases each year, 95% in Africa, or the land of Ham. That's what that landmass is known as in the scriptures. All right. It says that could change with the climate crisis. Yeah, they're engineering this climate crisis, talking about, they're bringing about their fourth industrial revolution where they're shutting everything down, man. They're shutting everything down. They're shutting down manufacturing. They basically, come on, man. Welcome to the NWO. How are you enjoying yourself thus far? They're gonna dictate what you can and can't eat. They're gonna have you on universal basic income, and at the end of the day, they're gonna have you tied to the Internet of Things via that charagma. We can't stress that enough. Okay, there ain't no climate crisis. These are just, again, these are that would be an example of one of his devices, one of his schemes. Oh, let's put it out there that there's a climate crisis. We have to shut everything down because the earth, we're destroying. Man, you've already destroyed the fucking earth, man. Here it is. This madman Esau has pretty much poisoned the whole damn globe, and now he's concerned about the climate crisis. Give me a fucking break, man. If you can't see through this man's horse shit, it's proof positive the Most High don't love you. He hates you. He's going to repay you to your face. At least you repent, man. All right? Scientists have been warning people that malaria could become more common in the U.S. as temperatures warm. It's all bullshit, man. Anyway, so they could easily, so this again, but, again, toxins, all the trains derailing, toxins in the water, toxic fumes in the air from these so-called wildfires, malaria, diseases, pestilences. These are all plagues from on high, man. And that plague of darkness is coming. Doesn't the scripture say, let's get that. Doesn't the scriptures tells you that the day of the Lord is darkness and not light? Yeah. So let's get that in Amos. Yeah, man. It absolutely says it right here in the book of Amos, chapter 5 and verse 18. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. Yahweh, you Christians out here talking about, oh, come, sweet Jesus, come. Well, it ain't going to go well for you, man. And woe goes back to destruction, calamity, misery. You know? Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. You know why? Yeah, you Christians don't want Yahweh to come back. Trust me. Y'all are expecting damn Caesar Borgia to bust through the clouds, literally on a white horse, a literal white horse, to save the day. Nah. Yahweh Shai is coming back, man. An angry so-called black man, pissed the fuck off in a huge, giant, what you would call a UFO, if you're Esau, the heathen, or the two-thirds. If you Christians are out of your fucking minds, man, to what end is it for you? Right. What it means for you is destruction. The day of the Lord is darkness, there you go, and not light. That's right. The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. You know, again, read about the plagues, all right, that the Lord, sent on Pharaoh, okay, and them ancient Egyptians, them Hamites. You can go into the book of Exodus, chapters 9, 10, 11, goes into it, man, all right? As if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall and a serpent bit him. So this is basically saying, hey, you might escape one plague. You know, you might survive the famine and the martial law only to swallow a nuke, man. And then missiles are on the way, man. And look, this war over there in Ukraine is not going the way the mainstream media over here in the West wants you to think is going. And as a matter of fact, it's the exact opposite of what you're being told. All right, the Russians are just manhandling the Ukrainians, manhandling them. You know, it's not even close. Okay, and they're killing NATO soldiers as we speak, and you got U.S. troops over there. So, again, you might get away from one plague only to one. Basically you might, slack here because I'm losing my train of thought. You might get away from one plague only to be cut down by another one, man. During this time, the Bible refers to as Jacob's trouble. All right, the day of the Lord. We're in that time, man. All right. Shall not the day of the Lord, all right, Yahweh be darkness and not light, even very dark and no brightness in it? Right. Again, what are they pushing, man? Blackouts are coming this summer. Blackouts are coming. This heat wave that's hitting Texas and Florida. Texas and Florida going through it, man. But this heat wave, they could say, oh, the grid can't handle it. Millions and millions of people are gonna lose their power. I mean, this is coming, man. This is coming. Imagine it. Just imagine it. No. You're in a big city and there's absolutely no electricity. Imagine the fucking chaos that's going to ensue, man. All right? Shall not the day of the Lord, Yahweh, be darkness and not light, even very dark and no brightness in it? Yeah. Okay, this goes into where he says, yeah, he hates your feast days, man. Your damn Christmas, your fucking Easter, your so-called Independence Day. July, he hates your Juneteenth. All right, he hates your July 4th. He hates your so-called Thanksgiving, your New Year's Day bullshit. He hates all your feast days, man. He ain't doing any of that. You Israelites were given holy days to observe. Like Purim. Or like that's a time of feasting. Or Leviticus 23rd chapter tells you about the feast days and the high holy days of the Lord. And you won't find any goddamn Christmas or Easter in there. All right? But yeah, man, plagues. The Lord is straight up plaguing this place. Waves and waves of plagues is coming. You got the drugs. He's plaguing you people with these opioids. It's mainly you Edomites, so-called white people on them opioids, man. Y'all are all fucked up. Where I stay, man, I stay like in between, in between downtown Columbia and a place called Red Bank, a little suburb of Lexington. for those of you familiar with the, this area of South Carolina. And man, you can't go into a convenience store without seeing barefooted Edomites with no teeth running around looking all fucking crazy and dirty. But that's a plague, man. These opioids is, killing tens of thousands of people every month. That's a plague, man. All right. It's also the Lord, transferring the curses off of his people onto you Edomites and the rest of you heathen that are over here. What is that? Deuteronomy, the 30th chapter? Yeah. So let's see. You got it's so much, to speak on. It's kind of difficult to keep up. But anyway, let's go to 2nd Ezra 16 and verse 1. Woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria. Right? So destruction is coming to Babylon, Asia. Okay? It says, gird up yourselves with cloths of sack and bewail your children. Verse 2. And be sorry, for your destruction is at hand. Yeah, you people are fixing to be destroyed, man. It said, a sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back? A fire sent among you, and who may quench it? Verse 5, plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away? You can't drive these plagues away. Again, there's too many to name, man. I started with the Dabu video, but I mean, come on, there's all kinds of shit going on out here. Plague after plague after plague. You can't drive them away. You can't pray them away. You can't drive them away, and it's only going to intensify the further we get into this year. We basically have just entered the summer months. All right, it's going to be a long, hot summer in Babylon, man. And the plagues is just going to continue to be pushed on you people, and there's nothing you can fucking do about it. There's nothing you can do about it. Now, we as the hopeful elect, we calling on the name of the Lord. We begging the Lord for mercy. Brothers are, trying to, we got to deal with our ailments, our various ailments and demons and the world and the unbelievers, the heathen, But we out here, calling on the name of the Lord, praying that we'll be worthy to stand before the Son of Man. Yeah. May any man, verse 6, drive away an hungry lion in the wood, or may anyone quench the fire of stubble when it hath begun to be burned? The answer to those two questions is no. May one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer? No. All right. It says, verse 8, the mighty Lord sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? Again, darkness is coming. People are dropping dead from all these, toxic fumes they're breathing in. The plague of the opioids, the pestilences. Real pestilence is coming too, man. These are all plagues, and they're all from the heavens, man. They all from Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. All right, verse 9. A fire shall go forth from his wrath, and who is he that may quench it? Real fire is coming to this earth, man. Not damn man-made fires up in Canada. I mean, real fire. The Lord is going to bring, fire to this place. Fiery destruction is coming to America in the form of those ICBMs. Russia getting ready to launch on this place. Not just Russia. Okay, America's allies even are going to get in on it. That's Revelation 17. Russia, China, Iran, Japan, Pakistan, India, and so on and so forth, North Korea, and so on and so forth, man. They all got nukes. The dragons of Arabia, spoken of in 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter. Yeah. Missiles are coming on this place. Real fire. Lord, going to make his return to this earth during a missile World War III. Verse 10, he shall cast lightnings, and who shall not fear? He shall thunder, and who shall not be afraid? Yeah, you people are about to fear. You people are about to experience real fear and dread out here. Again, wait till these blackouts come. Especially you women, man. You women used to, being comfortable. Used to having all your, not having electricity, not even being able to do your hair, not being able to, make yourself up, not being able to get on the fucking internet, y'all gonna go fucking crazy, man. Yeah. Slakia. The Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder his presence. That's right. He's fixing to beat you people to powder. Damn. He's gonna beat you people to powder. That's all part of the day of the Lord, man. Again, let's concentrating on the plague of darkness. Focus on that one. Zephaniah. The ultimate plague, we all know what it is, them nukes. Right, the chariots of the Lord, because they're going to be firing on this place. Zephaniah chapter 1 and verse 14. The great day of the Lord Yahweh is near, and hasteth greatly, even the voice of the day of the Lord Yahweh. The mighty man shall cry there bitterly. Yeah. Maybe bitterness, weeping, gnashing of teeth. Men's hearts failing them for fear. Going into Luke, I believe, 21. Right, it says that day, verse 15, is a day of wrath, a day of trouble, right? Jacob's trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness, a day of the trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities and against the high towers. And I will bring distress upon men, verse 17, that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord Yahweh, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as the dung. Yeah, man. Hey, the Most High fixing to bring it to you 2/3, man. Right along with Esau. And again, you damn heathens, all right, who came over here to make money off the backs of the Israelites. Okay? Y'all are in big fucking trouble, man. Neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath. That's right, it's not gonna matter. They not, Russia, China, they ain't interested in your money. They coming to take a spoil, man. They coming to destroy this whole land. We had it in some evil days, man. But they're already here. Matter of fact, I'll get that next in Ezekiel 7, I believe. Either Ezekiel 5 or 7. I'll figure it out. But neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath, but the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy. For he shall make even a speedy riddance of all them that dwell on the land. Yeah. Complete, total, a sore destruction coming on this place, man. That's why the Bible tells you, man, to flee out of the midst of Babylon. And again, that is accomplished through repenting, disconnecting spiritually from this system. Okay, turning back to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, dropping your idols. Okay. What did I say? Ezekiel? Maybe it's chapter 7. Hold on, I'm gonna find it here. Give me just a second. Yeah, the evil days, man. We in some evil times, man. Yeah, here we go. All right, Ezekiel 7 and verse 5. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, power and evil, and only evil behold is come. That's what's come, man. Evil days. Again, you got this devil out here talking about blotting out the sun. All right, creating fucking chicken created in a laboratory. I mean, what the fuck? Perverts everywhere. The Transformers every goddamn where. The alphabet people. And they stay openly, telling you people that they're coming for your children. These are evil fucking times, man. But hey, the beautiful thing is, we got as a hopeful elect, we got a strong tower to run into, man. Where it says the name of the Lord is a strong tower, Proverbs 18 and 10. It says the righteous runneth into it and is safe. Everybody else, you don't have a hedge out here. You don't have any cover. So you people out here outside of the elect are just through, man. All right? And end is come, the end is come. That's right, man. We're at the end of all things at hand. First Peter's what is that? Either the 4th or 5th chapter, right? And end is come, verse 6, the end is come, it watcheth for thee, behold, it is come. That's right. So the Lord is getting ready to pour out his vengeance on this place, man. Okay? This place is, there's violence all in these streets. It's only going to get worse. There's no love out here. The love of many is waxing cold. Every day you read about some gruesome murder where, either a mother murdered her baby or, or a child shot and killed his parent. I mean, it's just every fucking day, multiple times a day, you see stories like that. There's no love. These are those perilous times. We get that. These are those perilous times the Apostle Paul warned about, man. We in them right now. 2 Timothy chapter 3 and verse 1. This know also that in the last days, that's the days we in now, perilous times shall come. That's right, man. Perilous times. Okay? I mean, you got all kinds of wickedness. Of course, you got the wicked of Israel doing, the 2/3 out here doing all kinds of wickedness, man. Loving themselves, being heady and high-minded. You read it right here, man. Being false accusers, despising those who were good. These are dangerous times, man. That word peril goes into danger, hazardous times that we're in. And again, you're gonna have a hedge of protection around you. Otherwise, you done for, man. But anyway, yeah, the plagues, they're out here hot and heavy. They're only gonna get worse. Culminating with with them nukes being fired on Babylon. And the chariots coming back. They're gonna do two things. The Lord's coming back to do two things: destroy and deliver. All right. As the Lord willing, you was edified. Stay sober in the spirit. With that, I want to say shalom.